Welcome to the realm where tales weave the fabric of our lives. From the tender whispers of bedtime stories that cradle our childhood dreams, to the grand epics that echo through the ages, stories are the heartbeat of our existence. They are the invisible threads that connect us, the whispers of love and courage that ignite our spirits. Here, every story is a journey, a dance of words that promises to touch your soul and awaken the dreamer within. So settle in, dear listener, for a tale that will transport you to worlds unseen, to adventures untold. This is where magic begins. This is where you belong, the language of flowers. Prologue, echoes of a painted world. In a world where art breathes life into the mundane, where every stroke of a brush tells a story, and where colors hold the power to unveil hidden truths, there lies a tale waiting to be told. A tale of two souls intertwined by fate and a canvas that holds their destiny. Can a painting capture the essence of a life not yet fully lived? What happens when the line between reality and artistry blurs? Is it possible for two people, worlds apart, to share the same heartbeat within a single work of art? How far would you go to live the life you've always dreamed of? Can love blossom on a foundation built with the delicate strokes of deception? As you turn the pages, let these questions guide you through a journey of self-discovery, passion, and the transformative power of art. Welcome to Mirrored Canvas, where every chapter is a window into the soul, and every character's choice is a reflection of our own in the heart of Kyoto, where ancient traditions whispered through the walls of the Ryokan Tomo. An art exhibition was unfolding beneath the delicate glow of paper lanterns. The inn, a tapestry of history and modernity, buzzed with anticipation for the arrival of Elio Vittori, the maestro of landscapes whose paintings were like windows to other worlds. Elio's fame was a blend of mystery and allure, his identity often hidden behind the canvas, allowing his art to speak volumes. As he stepped into the Ryokan, his eyes, the color of the stormy sea, scanned the room, taking in the faces of admirers who were oblivious to the artist among them. Meanwhile, Kato Yamada maneuvered through the crowd, his sketchbook clutched tightly under his arm, a student of the arts. Kato's dreams were as vivid as the colors he used, yet his reality was confined to the monochrome lines of discipline and tradition. His resemblance to Elio was uncanny. They were mirror images, separated only by time and experience. Their paths crossed under the warm glow of the chandelier in the main hall. Elio, with a discerning eye, noticed his own portrait hanging askew a counterfeit. The revelation struck a chord, and an idea as wild as his brushstrokes began to form. Your life, your canvas, let's swap strokes for a week, Elio proposed, his voice a blend of challenge and charm. Kato, whose life had been a series of calculated brushstrokes, felt a surge of excitement at the thought of stepping into the shoes of his idol. The agreement was sealed with a handshake. The exchange of lives set into motion. Elio, now in the guise of a student, found solace in the simplicity of Kato's routine, while Kato, adorned in the persona of Elio, was thrust into the limelight. Each stroke of the brush a play of light and shadow on his newfound stage. As the week unfolded, the lines of their realities blurred. Elio discovered the joy in teaching eager minds, his heart finding a rhythm in the quietude of the classroom. Kato, on the other hand, navigated the art world's labyrinth, his name on everyone's lips, yet the weight of Elio's legacy a heavy cloak upon his shoulders. How do you paint serenity amidst chaos? Kato whispered to himself, the question echoing in the vastness of the gallery filled with Elio's masterpieces. The answer, it seemed, lay in the journey. They had embarked upon a journey of self-discovery, of finding beauty in the strokes of life, no matter whose hand guided the brush. The sun had barely kissed the horizon when the streets of Tokyo began to stir with life. In the heart of the city, the prestigious Tokyo University of the Arts stood as a beacon for the aspiring and the accomplished. It was here that Kato, now masquerading as Elio, would step into the shoes of a master. Kato's heart raced as he navigated the corridors, lined with the works of prodigies and pioneers. The weight of Elio's reputation pressed upon him like the heavy air before a storm. He was no longer just a student, he was the artist. The world revered the creator of vistas that stirred the soul. In the quiet of the university halls, Elio found an unexpected peace. The clamor of fame had faded into a hushed reverence for the process of creation. As Kato, he was anonymous, a face among many. Yet he felt a connection to these halls that he had not known in years. The art enthusiasts who flocked to the university were none the wiser, their eyes hungry for a glimpse of the legend. Kato, with a borrowed charisma, greeted them with a practiced smile, his mind a whirlwind of doubt and determination. How do you paint serenity amidst chaos? He pondered, echoing the question that now defined his days. Elio, meanwhile, embraced the mundane tasks of student life with a newfound appreciation. The scent of oil paints, the chatter of critique, the camaraderie of shared dreamset was a symphony that he had long forgotten in his solitary pursuit of perfection. As the week progressed, the lines of their reality blurred further. Kato's hands, guided by Elio's muscle memory, began to create with a confidence he had never known, and Elio, in the quietude of the studio, found his brushstrokes imbued with the raw honesty of a beginner's heart. The art scene in Tokyo buzzed with rumors of Elio's new muse, his sudden shift in style, the vulnerability that bled through his landscapes. Kato, at the center of this storm, felt the thrill of creation and the gnawing fear of discovery. In the dim light of the inn, Elio met Miyu, the innkeeper's daughter. Her spirit, unmarred by the pretenses of the art world, drew him in. She was a canvas of sincerity, her every word and gesture a stroke of authenticity that Elio had not encountered in years. The week was a dance of shadows and light, of truth and illusion. Kato and Elio, each in their borrowed lives, painted a picture of existence that was as complex as it was beautiful. And as fate would have it, their art became a testament to the lives they lived, however briefly, in each other's shoes. The chime of the temple bell echoed through the streets of Kyoto as dawn broke, painting the sky in hues of pink and orange. Kato, now walking in Elio's shoes, felt the weight of the world on his shoulders. The art galleries awaited his presence, each one a stage for his performance as the celebrated painter. Kato's days were a whirlwind of interviews, gallery visits, and endless praise. The spotlight was intoxicating, yet beneath the surface, he grappled with the fear of being unmasked. How does one embody a legend? He pondered, his brush hesitating above the canvas. Elio, in the quiet sanctuary of Kato's life, found an unexpected kinship with the students around him. Their passion rekindled his own, their struggles a mirror to his early days. The simplicity of this life was a balm to his weary soul. The laughter and camaraderie a melody that filled the air at the inn. Elio encountered Miyu, whose presence was like a serene painting come to life. Her kindness, devoid of artifice, drew him in. She saw the world with clarity and hope. Her words a gentle reminder of the purity of art. There's truth in every brushstroke, no matter the artist, Miyu said. Her voice a soft whisper against the backdrop of the bustling inn. Elio felt a connection with her, a bond forged not by fame, but by the shared love of art. As the week unfolded, Kato's facade began to crack. The glamour of Elio's life was overshadowed by the hollow echo of insincerity. He longed for the authenticity of his own life, for the freedom to create without the burden of expectation. Leo, on the other hand, found solace in the mundane, the act of teaching, of sharing his knowledge without the pressure of his name, allowed him to see his art through fresh eyes. The student's eagerness was a canvas of possibilities, and he painted it with the wisdom of experience. The inn became a refuge for both men, a place where their lives intersected in unexpected ways. Kato's newfound perspective fueled his art, each stroke a step closer to his true self. Leo's interactions with Miyu sparked a creativity he thought he had lost. Their collaboration, a dance of color and emotion as the deception continued. Both men discovered hidden facets of themselves. Kato's art evolved, no longer an imitation, but a testament to his journey. Leo's heart opened to the beauty of the ordinary, his art a reflection of the life he had temporarily borrowed. In the tranquil dawn, Leo wandered through the hushed corridors of Kato's art school, his mind adrift in thought, the students' earnest expressions, their hands coated with the evidence of their craft, spoke to him of a time when art was not just his vocation, but his sanctuary. Leo's encounter with Miyu had left an indelible mark. Her spirit, untainted by the cynicism that often shadowed the art world, reminded him of the purity of his early aspirations in her company. He found a muse unlike any other, her authenticity challenging him to peel back the layers of his own facade. Miyu, for her part, saw in Leo not the storied artist, but the soul of a true creator. Their conversations, filled with laughter and insight, wove a tapestry of connection that transcended the masquerade. Art is not just seen, it's lived, Leo mused, his words a reflection of the bond they were building. Meanwhile, Kato faced the tribulations of fame with a mounting sense of disquiet. The art critics, with their sharp eyes and sharper tongues, dissected his every move, seeking the genius behind Leo's name. The hollow nature of fame became ever more apparent, a gilded cage that offered glory at the cost of one's essence. The inn served as the crossroads of their intertwined lives, a place where the shades of truth grew darker. Leo's past, rich with accolades and solitude, contrasted sharply with Kato's future, brimming with potential, yet uncharted. Their shared journey was painting a complex mural of experience and identity. As the exhibition drew near, the threads of their deception wove a precarious web. Kato's brush, once hesitant, now swept across the canvas with a boldness born of his trials. His art, once an echo of Leo's, had begun to sing with a voice all its own. Leo, in the quietude of the art school, found his vision renewed. The raw talent around him, unspoiled by expectation, rekindled a flame that fame had dimmed. He poured his newfound inspiration into teaching, his guidance a beacon for those navigating the tumultuous waters of artistic pursuit. As the days melded into one another, the inn's walls, once silent witnesses to the lives within, became canvases echoing the palette of emotions that Leo and Kato experienced. The inn, nestled in the heart of Kyoto, had become more than a mere shelter. It was now a crucible, where futures were being forged. Leo, embracing the role of Kato, found himself in the midst of a crisis that threatened the very existence of the inn. Miyu, with her father's health waning, faced the daunting prospect of financial ruin. Leo, moved by her plight and the inn's legacy, proposed a collaborative art piece, a fusion of tradition and innovation saved the sanctuary that had become his refuge. The project was a mosaic of the old and the new, where Leo's expertise met Miyu's intimate knowledge of the inn's history. Together, they created an art piece that was a homage to the past and a beacon for the future. The community rallied around their effort, their spirits lifted by the beauty that emerged from the collaboration. Kato, meanwhile, navigated the tumultuous waters of the art world with a newfound clarity. The glitz and glamour that once seemed so alluring now paled in comparison to the authenticity of his own vision. In the solitude of the studio, away from prying eyes, he poured his soul onto the canvas, giving life to his first masterpiece. The piece was a revelation, a tapestry of colors that told a story of discovery and transformation. It was not just a painting, it was Kato's declaration of independence from the shadows of another's legacy. The art community, accustomed to Elio's landscapes, found themselves captivated by the raw emotion and bold strokes that marked the birth of a new artist. As the exhibition drew near, the crossroads loomed large, Elio and Kato, each transformed by their experiences, faced the impending end of their masquerade. The emotions that had colored their journey, hope, fear, joy, and trepidation, were now indelible parts of their story. The final day of the exhibition dawned, a tapestry of anticipation and unspoken confessions. The art community gathered, a sea of faces awash with expectation. Unaware that the tides of truth were about to turn, Elio, standing amidst the throng, felt the familiar flutter of nerves he had known at countless openings. Yet, this was different. This was Kato's moment, his masterpiece unveiled. The painting, a vibrant clash of shadow and light, spoke of the young artist's tumultuous journey, a journey Elio had shared in secret. Kato, in the guise of Elio, moved through the crowd, his heart a drumbeat echoing against the walls of the gallery. The eyes of the world were upon him, but it was not his acclaim they celebrated. The deception that had once seemed a game now weighed heavy on his soul. As the speeches began, a hush fell over the room. Elio stepped forward, the spotlight casting him in a halo of brilliance. "Our art is our confession," he began, his voice steady despite the storm within. The room leaned in, breaths held, as the truth unfurled like a banner in the wind. The revelation was a shockwave, rippling through the audience with the force of a tempest. Elio and Kato, two artists bound by a secret pact, had traded lives. The deception, a canvas of lies, had been a crucible for transformation. The aftermath was a maelstrom of emotions, outrage, admiration, disbelief. Yet, amidst the chaos, there was a thread of understanding. The art community, so often focused on the creator, now saw the creation anew. Kato's painting, a testament to his growth, shone with an authenticity that could not be denied. Elio and Kato faced each other, the masquerade at an end. The bonds they had formed, the lessons they had learned, were indelible. They had each walked in the other's shoes, their lives forever altered by the exchange. The exhibition closed, but the story of Elio and Kato was far from over. They had confronted their choices, the consequences of their deception, and emerged with a deeper understanding of themselves and their art. Epilogue, the unveiling of tomorrow. As the final brushstrokes dry and the gallery lights dim, our characters stand at the threshold of a new dawn. The art exhibition that brought them together has come to a close, but the canvas of their lives continues to pulse with vibrant hues. Elio and Miyu, side by side, gaze upon the collaborative masterpiece that saved the inn. It wasn't just paint that restored the walls, but the shared dreams and whispered secrets between each layer. What we've created here, Elio muses, is more than art. It's a testament to the heart. Kato, with a newfound spark in his eyes, prepares for his journey abroad. The questions that once haunted him have been replaced with an unquenchable thirst for discovery. "The world is my canvas," he declares, "and I am its humble student." In the quiet moments of reflection, They all find solace in the memories etched within the gallery's walls. The laughter, the tears, and the silent nods of understanding have woven a tapestry richer than any they could have painted alone. As they part ways, there's a promise that Lingersa promised to honor, the truth in their art and in themselves. For Elio, Cato, and Miu, the story doesn't end, it simply transforms into a myriad of possibilities, like a rose and a tulip blooming under the same sun.